In today's video, I'm going to show you how to install a Ricochet Offroad Skid Plate on a KLR. This is a 2018 behind me, but it should be the same for all years. Welcome back, Bikeaholics. Ryan Urlacher here, lawabidingbiker.com. I always thank you, that's right, you, for checking back in. And this is not a sponsored video. I actually bought the skid plate myself, mostly because it had a lot of good reviews, and looking this plate over, it looks very, very solid, and the welds look good too. Oh, and don't forget, it comes in black or silver. Obviously, one of the first things you should do to your KLR is get rid of that flimsy stock skid plate. It's junk, and get something solid like this Ricochet skid plate to protect the underneath of your bike in that case. And also, since I'm doing this project, I bought one of these, and this is just a low profile oil drain plug because I don't want the stock one hanging out the bottom and getting sheared off. And real quick, if you appreciate this video, you want to see more like it, you want to support us, I have put affiliate links in the description below to the products mentioned in this video. No additional cost to you, but if you click through and make a purchase, we do get a small kickback. It helps keep the lights on here at this channel. All right, enough talk, let's get wrenching. All right, we'll get started removing this flimsy stock skid plate. On the front, both sides is an 8mm bolt here. And so we'll just get that removed out of there. And of course, just on the other side here, removing this one, you can see that releases the front. All right, moving up underneath here, you've got one over here, one here. Again, these are 8mm. And I'll tell you, having a lift to work on a bike is just absolutely awesome, not having to lay on the floor. If you guys are interested in the lift I'm using, it is a Titan lift, and we sell them right in the Law Abiding Biker store, and I will link to it in the description below. Again, just makes it super nice. So you can see this, this is the last one here that I'm getting off, and this should release this whole skid plate here. And there we go, we'll get this out of our way. Oh, and real quick before you leave, make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell icon. Every time those are hit, another biker joins the revolution. We would love to have you be part of it. All right, before we go any further, I just want to make sense of this for you. So it's actually pretty easy once you see it, but 4 of these bad boys come in your kit. It's got a welded nut on one side there, and on the other side it's got the bolt and washer that we can back out, but you can see how it's curved, and basically 4 of them are going to go over the frame tube just like that. That's what they're made to do. So one will be there, one will be here, and then just like that on the other side. And of course, the bolts that we back out will actually go up through the bottom of the skid plate and secure it to the bike. And your kit will come with this. This is for securing the front of the skid plate to the bike, but we'll get to that. All right, to secure this to the front of the bike, this just goes around the down tube, the front down tube there. Then your kit comes with the spacer there, and we'll just kind of let that sit like so. And then we can bring our plate up here and line it up with the 2 front holes. There we go. Then from there we've got a washer and a nut. All right, I've got that one started. Of course, the other side, a washer and a nut for that one too. All right, this is a 1/2 inch socket. I'm not actually tightening this down yet. I'm just getting them started a little bit. You can still see I have a lot of play in that. The reason is that'll help me so I can line up the rear of this. All right, before we go any further, you can take your 4 clamps here, and we're going to remove the bolt and the washer out of each. All right, and they say due to the self-locking feature of this nut, you should get some anti-seize grease and apply it to each one of the bolts. Of course, if you don't have anti-seize, a drop of oil would be better than nothing. All right, and this is why we left it loose on the front, of course, because we got to get all this lined up. So very simple. I'm going to put this clamp over the top of the tube there. Then I'll go up underneath here and get this lined up. All right, and I'm just getting these fingers started, of course, because we want to leave everything kind of loose so we can get the rest lined up. So the easiest way to do this is I went around to the other side and also got the rear one of these put on. So now at least the plate is held up on both sides, and now I can move up both sides, of course, again, and do the front of the 2 here. And of course, back up underneath. And these ones will probably be easier to get lined up since the plate's kind of in place here. All right, pretty simple. We'll run around to the other side now. All right, so now we've got everything started. You can see obviously the plate's still loose for a reason because we need to line everything up. One of the things is underneath, you'll want to make sure that you center your drain bolt, your oil drain bolt, in the cutout and all that kind of stuff, and kind of even on both sides before you start tightening stuff down. All right, and once you're comfortable, everything's lined up, you can take a Torx T40 and we'll go up underneath here and start tightening it down. And I'm just getting everything just a little snug for now. I'll go around all four and then I'll come back at the very end and give everything a final tighten. All right, and just coming back, of course, and gonna finish tightening these front ones, and this is a 1/2 inch socket. I'll kind of go back and forth on these so it kind of goes down even. And there we go. That should offer a ton more protection than the stock one.